Welcome to first episode of Crypto Rapid Fire with Shah. I'm going to make series of such episodes, so it's going to be every day, 6 days a week with 1 day off. And the aim of this series is basically to cover 20 coins in 20 minutes, so 1 coin per minute. And the overall agenda is simple: to remove the overall bullshit from videos and keep the technical analysis as straightforward as possible. So let's get started. This video is going to talk about meme coins. Meme coins don't have fundamentals. They all are always about pump and dump. They always go up only to go down. They always create Burj Khalifa patterns. If someone is telling you that it has utility, it has this, that, all that stuff is bullshit. Please keep that in mind. So let's get started. Let's talk about PEPE. PEPE is sitting at 50726 right now. This is the current price of PEPE, and what do we expect from PEPE? I'll share that with you. Right now, if we draw trend analysis on PEPE, it had a rising channel that it broke and it started falling down, and right now it is struggling with this downward trend. If PEPE wants to go up, it needs to break above 757, which is pretty much where it is right now, and live above this area for 2 days. If PEPE is able to live above this area for more than 2 days, then it will start its upward journey, and it will shoot up towards the area where it will lose 1 0, and that will be, it will go towards 401. But if it is not able to conquer the area of 757 and is not able to live above this area for more than 2 days, then I would assume that PEPE will just continue with the downward trend, and it will continue to go towards 505, and from there 501, it will just continue with the overall downward trend. That's PEPE for you. Now let's talk about our second coin. Second coin is Trump coin. Trump coin is one of the disasters in the meme world because it's the only meme that I know of that didn't launch with its overall supply. What do I mean by that? Generally, when meme coins are launched, what they do is they throw out all the coins in the circulation. They don't keep anything to themselves. Then some greedy bastards come along like Trump coin and Melania coin. They issue only 10% in the supply and keep the 90% remaining with themselves and release it over time to fuck everyone up. And that is what Trump token is. That's how it is sitting at $9.3, and give it 6 months. I promise you, you will see this at $1 or below, and this shit will just continue to go down. Let's talk about short term. Let's not talk about long term. And what the hell do we expect from Trump coin? It is sitting at 9.3 right now. So it is very simple and straightforward. It is struggling with the downward trend, as you can already assume from the overall trend, and then you can go and blame the market for this shit. But believe me, Trump coin is to blame as well. By the way, from the time it has launched, 3 months exactly later, the supply is going to double. It will face 100% inflation. Melania doubled after 1 month. They started scamming early on, but this one, it is going to take its sweet time, 3 months after the launch. So you remember when he joined, when he launched the coin. After 3 months of that, you will see a disaster in action. That is where you will see Trump coins around $3-4 or low. Anyway, the support area for this coin is at $8.7. As long as this holds, I would expect it to shoot up towards $10. And at $10, of course, I'll come back and cover it. Same like the previous coin. It needs to conquer $10. If it does, if it lives above this area for more than 2 days, then we would consider it to be a breakout of downward trend, and then I can come back and I can tell you that now Trump is on a journey towards $15. Now let's talk about the next coin. The next coin is BONK. While I open it, this is a coin that tried its best to come up with utilities, but once a meme, forever a meme. This is something that has been proven by Shiba, that it doesn't matter. You cannot get rid of the tag that once you are only fan model, you're not a WIF material anymore. So it has 4 zeros in front of it, 4011, that is its current price. And let's talk about its analysis. What do we expect from it? Well, this thing doesn't have a downward trend like the other coins. As you can see, it doesn't have that kind of clear downtrend. The only thing that we are seeing is that it has a double top in the making. You have one top, this is second top. Now this is a bearish indication, but at the same time we do have a neckline. So let's use the neckline. The neckline is at 401. As long as it doesn't lose the 401, we can expect BONK coin to continue with this upward journey. And when I say upward journey, I'm talking about first going towards the area of 1275. You can call it 1300. 1300 would be the first target that we would be aiming for. But for all this, it needs to hold 401, because if it doesn't, then after 401, what happens is that it adds one more zero, and then the disastrous situation will start with the BONK coin. Not that BONK coin hasn't seen a disastrous situation in the past, but it will have another one. Let's move on to the next coin called FLOKI. FLOKI used to have its days. The biggest investor of FLOKI and the guy who pushed it, he's my Facebook friend before he became famous and anything else. He made good money. He took an exit. He sold everything in FLOKI, and these days FLOKI is not doing much. I had my own student. He actually hit $1 million with FLOKI in 2023. I shared it in my community. He bought with $200,000-$300,000. He did a 3x on it. That's late 2023. At that time, FLOKI had started flying, but now no one talks about FLOKI. The overall charm of FLOKI is missing. It has 4 zeros in front of it and 56. That is the current price right now. And the structure of FLOKI, I think it's very, very clean. When I say clean, it is in a clean downward trend. And again, it needs to break out of this downward trend for us to give a confirmation. We will be using this area for the confirmation, and to live above it, it needs to live above the area of 40726. If it does, then we would expect that this thing will start shooting up. Of course, the first target will be to lose 10 and go towards 0001. But for that, it really needs to live above this area for more than 2 days. If it doesn't close 2 daily candles with its bodies above this area, it cannot go up. It will only go down. And when I say down, I'm not going to offer a support in case of FLOKI, because FLOKI can literally go down to 401, which is 5x down from its current price. Because currently, if we look at FLOKI, it is sitting at 405. I'm talking about 401, so you can understand it is a dramatic drop from here. Let's talk about the next coin. The next coin is, just a second, damn it, oh my god, it's FARTCOIN. Now FARTCOIN is in trend these days. Somehow a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know, because I don't watch influencers on any platform, but I have community. They have told me that a lot of influencers have started talking about it. So this thing is in hype, and you can see that from the trend as well. It has a rising structure. Now FARTCOIN, I have checked it already. The whales in it, they are in smaller size. That's the only plus point of it. When I looked at it, that the top 10 people are holding only 12% of the supply, which is not the case scenario with other meme coins. In other meme coins is generally 30-40%. In BRET, in PEPE, in every other fucking coin that you can find, they all have the same thing. But that was not the case scenario in FART. That's the only positive thing I have seen about FARTCOIN. Otherwise, it's always a meme. Anyway, so considering that, we would assume that this thing is going up as long as it holds 41 cents. Right now, it is sitting at 50 cents, okay? As long as it holds 41, I would be expecting it to shoot up towards the 76 cents dollar area. And I would assume that 41 cents is lost if it closes 2 daily candles below it. You need to understand that when something loses a support or a resistance, it needs to do 2 daily closings, either below it or above it. That is the confirmation on any coin, not just FARTCOIN, but any coin. Next coin let's talk about is WIF. This coin was in trend. A lot of communities have sold this to investors. Unfortunately, what is that cryptonery bullshit that is out there? They charge over $100 or something, and they have scammed people a lot. They initially scammed people on Mina in 2021. They told everyone, go and fuck yourself with the Mina coin. They all bought it, and now we know where Mina is. Same thing they did with WIF. They told everyone to buy WIF, and they made everyone buy the top. I don't know what the hell their agenda is, but they made a lot of American and European people buy WIF coin. Anyway, WIF coin, it has a downward trend, but it is not that big. But it is in a clear downward trend. Right now it is close to its support area. It's sitting at 38 cents and the support is at 35. As long as it holds 35 cents, we can expect it to shoot up. Now when we say shoot up, we are aiming for 50 cents. And if it loses 35 cents, then I would assume that WIF is on a perpetual downward journey towards 10 cents, because I think we are not at a place from where we can bleed. If we do, we are entering a bear market case scenarios with a lot of coins, and that is going to be the case scenario with WIF as well. Just a second, I'll drink some water. I didn't think it would be this hard to cover 20 coins in a rapid fire. Anyway, let's talk about SPX. Now, this coin, it is new, and I don't know what kind of thematic trend they are following. It pumps out of the blue. I don't know the overall narrative of this coin. With WIF, you understand it's a fucking dog with the hat. With Shiba, Shiba came as a Japanese version of Doge. Every coin has a story. I don't know what the hell they're up to. So I don't know what excites their investors, and then they start smoking weed and pumping it up. But we are going to use a pretty loose case scenario over here. Loose in a sense that the support is at 42 cents. As long as 42 holds, I expect it to go towards 90 cents. It is 91.5, but I will use 90 cents. It's a psychological number. And 42 cents is the support area. The reason to give such a big gap between this is only because of the fact that this coin, when it starts pumping, it pumps really rapidly. So I think that it will be able to go and conquer that space. And overall, if I look at it, it has actually broken out of the downward trend as well. Right now it is making attempts to start the uptrend, or at least move sideways, but it has stopped going down. If we draw a channel, which is not drawn here, but anyway, if I draw a line here, this is the breakout of it. So it has moved out of it, and on top of it, if you look at it, it is forming double bottom here. You have one bottom here. This is your one bottom. This is your second bottom in the making. This will be the neckline that can easily shoot it up towards the target of 90 cents that we have for it. That is SPX. Now let's talk about its SPX 6900. SPX 69, I think they wanted it to be sexual. Anyway, let's talk about Notcoin. Notcoin is the most beautiful disaster in the crypto space. They created so much hype that they will do this, they will do that. And everyone, I don't know, beggars can't be choosers. Everyone fell for it, and after that, this thing is just on a perpetual downward trend. Notcoin, with their overall social media power and everything, and they say they have 30 million active users or 500 million active users, they can't do shit about their own coin, and their overall market cap is so down. Let me tell you how down it is. That is just something they should be ashamed of. Right now it is sitting at $200 million market cap, and this thing has gone down from $2.2 billion. I mean, is it 2.2 or was it more? Just a second. It has gone down from 2.37 billion to 200 million. It's like you need to bring these people and slap them, because this is 91% down. But I mean, it's okay. There will be some lover boys out there for Notcoin anyway. So for Notcoin, this is on a perpetual downward trend, but as anything that goes down can't just continue to go down perpetually. Notcoin can bounce, and for that, right now what we can expect is that it has a support area at 0007. Right now it is sitting at 002. Okay, it's not sitting It's not sitting with triple zeros, but as how unreliable this coin is, I have to use the area of 0007. This is the support area, 0007. As long as NotCoin doesn't go below this, I would expect NotCoin to go up towards 005. And this is a pretty massive gap. Just a second, if I show it to you visually. If you look at it, this is a massive jump. And right now it is just on a perpetual downward trend. I am expecting it to hold this region. As long as it doesn't go below 0007 for more than 2 days, I would expect it to shoot up towards our target of 005. And I do apologize for these numbers, but this is how meme coins are. They are always with triple zeros, 4 zeros, 5 zeros. Everything is just horrible. Anyway, let's talk about Breadcoin. Breadcoin created a lot of hype just because of the fact that it was launched on Base chain, which is from Coinbase. And then every blockchain is supposed to have their own meme coin. And then Bread came along. And Bread is, again, one of those beautiful Burj Khalifa pattern coins. It created one Burj Khalifa. Then people thought, oh, no, it's recovering. Then it created a bigger Burj Khalifa. Now this thing has a double top, as you can see. This is the neckline. This is going to be our target. This is going to be the area that will be hard for Bread to break. But before talking about target, it is sitting pretty much where our support is. Our support is at 3 cents. It is sitting at 3 cents right now. I'll show you the live chart. It will be pretty much where it is. Just a second. Bread. Yeah, it is sitting at 3 cents. 0.03. So it is sitting at 3 cents. 3 cents is our support area. As long as this holds, I expect it to shoot up towards 7 cents, 0.07, which is the fucking neckline of this structure. And breaking this 7 cents is going to be dramatically hard because it's the neckline, and the deliverance that we see right now on this double top is the minimum deliverance. I mean, one can be okay with it, but this structure can actually push Bread way down than it is right now. So that's why 3 cents is an extremely critical area. If it holds, then I expect it to go towards 7 cents. And when I say hold, I mean that it should not go below it for more than 2 days. It shouldn't close 2 daily candles below it. And it is sitting right on the support line. If you are in love with Bread, that is the time to enter Breadcoin. Let's talk about PENGU. I assume this is the meme coin that has a penguin picture. I have no fucking clue what this coin is, but the best part of this coin is that it has pretty much returned back to its starting point. So we are going to use the bloody starting point as the support, as there is nothing else to bite on. We have to rely on where it started on. So with PENGU, it has a support at 003. As long as that holds, it can go to 007. The same thing, just like what we saw with Bread, is just that it has more zeros, ironically. And it's sitting at 0047, so it's almost 005. It is a bit far away from its support area, but the kind of promising this coin is, I would assume that first it will go towards the support of 003, and then it will start bouncing back up towards the area of 007. That is going to be the target, but overall it looks like a disaster. I don't think there is much to it. Let me just check PENGU. I want to see its market cap, as how much of a pain it is. Yeah, it is sitting at 0047. In case you're wondering, it is sitting the same place where I showed you. $295 million. 295 is the market cap. This shit has more circulation than total supply. Okay, so this is another shitty coin like Trump. It has coin yet to be released. Circulation is 62 billion. Total supply is 88 and max supply is not confirmed. Okay, yeah, this is bullshit project. It's like Trump. Overall, this thing is going to go down. The best part about this coin is that it will break below its starting price because the max supply is not limited, which means that this coin can go and create new lows that you cannot imagine. And we are reaching 20 minutes. I'm sorry, this thing is getting stretched, but I'm trying my best. I'm acting like Dollarama. It's a store that says everything is for $1. Then you go there, there is no fucking thing for $1. So I'm kind of scamming you like that. Anyway, so let's talk about POPCAT. POPCAT had been trending for quite a while. Now it is stuck in a sideways movement because people are not able to swallow the fact that this thing is not going up. So overall, when it goes down, people buy in the hope, then it goes there. Those who are angry, they take an exit, and this thing is ranging like this from quite some time. So as it is ranging, it needs to break either of them to make a decision, which means either it breaks the resistance or it breaks the support to pick a direction. It doesn't have a direction as we speak. It is not going up or down either. It is moving sideways. So we are going to talk about the support. The support is at 15 cents. As long as it holds 15, it can go up towards 26 cents. And if it doesn't break 26, then of course it will drop back towards the bloody 15 cents. And that is POPCAT for you. It had been a good project. I had a community member, he made good money with it. Let's talk about CHEEMS. This is something that we made money with it because I posted this in my VIP group. I have a community, and over there we did a mini hodl. Mini hodl means 30% to 50% target on spot, and we did achieve with it. Overall, you can see that this coin is trying its best to only keep on going up. It is on Binance Smart Chain. It is not like other coins like PEPE on Ethereum or other PENGU or Breton based chain, or PENGU I assume would be on Solana or other stuff. It is on Binance Smart Chain. CHEEMS was a leader in 2021. We really had some good time with CHEEMS, and then again someone has again launched CHEEMS in the previous memory, and all those who were on BSE at that time, they all have participated, and right now they're showing the overall love to CHEEMS right now. We have a bit wider range of support and resistance. The reason for that is very simple, because of the overall, instability. As this thing has pumped dramatically, I'm expecting it to go down. Not that the coin is bad, it's just the fact that as it has pumped so much up, I don't think that it is going to break this area. So right now it is sitting at 5016. I'm expecting it to go up to maximum 5017, and from there I expect it to go down towards this area with 5011. As long as it holds 5011, that is more than enough of a retracement. It had this kind of crazy move, then it comes back down. This is almost 60-70% of retracement, and then it only makes sense to start bouncing back up from here and start doing its upward journey. You need to understand when something goes up, it always retraces. You just can't continue to go up just like that. And that is CHEEMS. Now let's talk about Turbo and how many more coins are left, for the love of God. Oh my God, Turbo. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 more coins. Okay, 7 more minutes. This thing is getting to 30 minutes. Anyway, let's go through it. Let's talk about Turbo. So Turbo, this thing doesn't have any kind of fan base. It was the first AI meme, if I remember it correctly. It had something to do with AI. The first ever meme coin created by AI. Yeah, that was the overall sales pitch this thing had, and that's why the way it has gone up is the same way it is going back down, because people are done with it. Right now its market cap is $120 million. A very, very small market cap, but if we talk about its circulation and everything, there is no inflation, so at least this thing can go back up once the hype arrives, and as the market cap is small, it can always bounce up really, really easily. And another good part of Turbo is that Turbo is right now sitting at its support area. So very close to its support area, sitting at 0017. The support is at 0016. As long as this holds, and I'm expecting it to hold, it can shoot up towards the target, and the target is 0028. And that's pretty much it with Turbo. Like I said, it has only continued to go down. As you can see, the reason for that is it had hype, and the hype is gone, and now no one gives a rat's ass about it, but as it is only $120 million, as it goes down a little, that is going to be at 100 million. From there, if somehow people get excited or the community starts buying, it can easily do a 2x from there. And I'm not aiming for a 2x here, I'm just aiming for from 16 to 28, so from 16 to 32 will be 2x. So it's a very reasonable target that we are aiming for with turbo, considering where it is right now. And as I said, it's a meme. Memes don't have anything. They are religionless coins. There is no cult, there is no army. It's always the hype and saying to the moon, and that is what pushes the coin up. Let's talk about Peanut. Peanut was based on some squirrel incident in USA, if I recall it correctly. It is not a meme, it was more of a narrative. Narrative coins are different than memes, like Grok coin was a narrative, but I'm not going to explain that. And that is why this thing is struggling like this. It went through shit and now it is just continuously moving sideways. This is more of reaction of a market maker. So they have people who manage the volume. It is the result of a volume and not buyers and sellers, and that's why this coin is squirming like, what do you call it, like this on the line. And there is no TA. This is more this is more like a casino. If you just want to go and donate some money to Peanut, just throw it there and maybe it will come back to life. Like I said, narratives, they have life. Trump coin is a narrative, Melania is a narrative. After Trump is done, no one will care about that coin anymore. I mean, it is going to die way sooner than that, the way it is designed with the tokenomics. But narrative coins die and meme coins don't die, which your influencers must have not told you, because they don't know what is a narrative coin to begin with. Anyway, so let's talk about dogs. Just like Notcoin, every other coin came out and they started copying Notcoin, and that one was called dogs. Same thing, same bullshit, same claims, 100 million audience, 500 million audience, and then you have a graph like this. Same future, just like the overall Notcoin. I don't expect anything. It continued with the downward trend, it broke the downward trend, and now it is moving sideways. So we can use this sideways movement area as a support. If it continues to hold, we can expect it to bounce back up. This coin, just like Notcoin, the overall community has been scammed. They have lost faith in this coin, and that's why it is struggling like this. But the overall market cap of this coin is small as well. I'll tell you how much it is. Dogs, well, how much is it? $66 million, and this thing is listed on Binance, okay? Just a little bit high from somewhere, and all of a sudden this shit will just do a 2x. So the support area is where it is sitting right now. It is at 0001 and it is sitting 0011, okay, and it is sitting at 0012. So pretty much where it is, and the target is pretty high just because of the fact that the market cap is so small. I'm expecting some crazy targets with it. When I say crazy, I'm talking about a 3x at minimum, and I'm talking about 000468 46, fuck the 8 path. 000046 is where I'm aiming for. Now this is not 2x, it is 3x, and the reason for such a crazy target is just because of the fact that it's such a small coin. If it starts pumping, it is going to pump crazy. That's why it has this kind of unrealistic target of 6x. Okay, let's talk about the next coin, AI16Z. This is the coin with the girl with the big boobs. Now people go around and claim that this thing has a utility. It does not. Go and check their overall website and everything else. This is one hell of a joke. But anyway, now this coin, I have covered this coin extensively. Initially, I had offered a support area of 16 cents when I was covering. It has lost that area as well. Now we are going to resort to this support area, which is at 10 cents, which is really far because it's a drop of 60%. If we go from 10 cents to 16 cents, this is a 60% move. So it has lost it, and now I can only use 10 cents. 10 cents is a psychological support as well. human beings, they like 10, 15, 20 numbers like that. So if it goes down to 10 cents, those who are in love with this girl, they will go and buy that coin and thinking that, okay, this is a good buying opportunity. So I'm going to rely on this area. As long as it doesn't go below the 10 cents area, I expect it to shoot back up towards our initial support area of 16, and then from there I will see that can it go up or not. Over here we had some good opportunities. It was creating double top, it was creating double bottom, but it was giving mixed signals, so it was more of a sideways movement, and finally started making downward journey. Until and unless it doesn't go and conquer 16 cents, it doesn't live above this for more than 2 days, 2 daily candles close above this, I would not assume that this thing has started upward journey. I would only assume it is going to go down towards 10 cents. That is AI16Z for you. Now let's talk about GIGA CHAD. Just like the name suggests, it is the coin on the basis of that meme that was dwelling around the internet of CHAD. Now this coin has no reason to exist. It is a meme, and the meme itself is not that famous. So this thing, personally, I wouldn't go and touch it. I wouldn't think of investing or anything, not even like peanut, just to throw money, just to throw in some peanuts, just to participate. But still, for the sake of analysis, let's talk about it. It has a support at 1 cent. It is sitting right now at 1.4 cents. And the target that we have is at 2.7 cents. As long as it holds 1 cent, which is a psychological support as well, and kind of a last resort after this, I think all the investors, they will start selling and start pushing this coin to new lows. As long as 1 cent holds and doesn't go below it, I would expect it to shoot up towards the area of 2.7 cents. And if it does, then I'll come back and I'll update you and I'll let you know that what to expect next. That is GIGA CHAD for you. A little bit sip of water. Now let's talk about non-playable coin. I have no fucking clue what this thing is. Now I have to search, just a second. This is something I'm seeing for the first. NPC. Okay. This thing has $88 million market cap, as you can expect. It's a pump and dump, but it is trying to hold on. Now let's look at its tokenomics quickly. Circulation and everything is pretty much a match. A little bit discrepancy, but that's okay. Is a meme coin and NFT hybrid for all 8 billion humans on Earth. That's the overall story behind it. Fuck that part. The interesting part of this thing is the structure that it has developed on 4 hours. This is a clean double bottom structure that you see, one bottom and then second bottom. Now overall, if we talk about it, this area is the neckline, okay, what I'm offering. So right now it is sitting at 1.2 cents. The neckline is at 1.3. If you see that this coin breaks this area of 1.3 cents and closes 2 daily candles above it, you should expect that this thing is going to start shooting up. And when I say start shooting up, I'm talking about shooting up towards 2 cents. So the only thing that we want to see from here is, can it break this area of 1.3 cents or not? If it cannot, then it will start shooting down and it will end up creating a double top structure. Right now, this is one bottom, this is second bottom. As I always say, double bottom of today is a double top of tomorrow. So we already have one top, it can turn around and make another top. Then this will be your neckline, and then this thing will get as bearish as we can think of. So the support area is at 009. Okay, that is the support area. But you can use the 1 cent, fuck the 009 part. You can use 1 cent as a support area. As long as 1 cent holds, this can play inside this game as well. But right now, as I said, it has created a bullish structure. So let's talk about only the 1.3 cents. If it breaks above 1.3 cent, I would expect it to be on an upward journey towards 2 cents. I wouldn't be concerned about the downward journey. And let's talk about the next coin now. NPC is done. Next coin is what the hell? TOSHI. I think TOSHI is a dog as well. I think this is a dog, but this is on base chain. If I remember it correctly, let's check it. We have reached 35 minutes, for fuck's sake. Toshi is what? Toshi is a cat or a dog? It's a 96 million. It is the face of base. It is a cat. Brian Armstrong's cat. Okay. So it is a cat, not a dog. This is on base chain. These are the two, catchy factors. It is maybe the first cat on base chain. We had cat and dogs. We had Hemul on Ethereum. Then we had Nola on Arbitrum. We had all that kind of bullshit out there. Again, pump and dump Burj Khalifa pattern that it has formed. Right now it is a small market cap of 96 million. It is on pretty much big exchanges, not on Binance. And it is on a perpetual downward trend, as you can see, thanks to the Burj Khalifa pattern. So over here, this is a decision making point. It is touching this line way too much and it is getting close to the support area. So let's talk about what the hell to expect. It is sitting at 0.002323, 0.0023 right now. Now for it to break out, it needs to go towards this area, 0.003. So if you see this coin living above area of 0.003 for 8 hours, 4-hour candles, 2 4-hour candles above this area, I would expect this thing to start shooting up towards the area of 0.0047, or call it 0.005. Let's make it easy. 0.005 would be the target. Why? Because it will break out of it, it will confirm, and then it will start shooting up. If it doesn't, I wouldn't care about this support area, to be very honest with you. I would expect this thing to just have a free fall, because a rejection from this area is going to be a disastrous case scenario. Now that is Toshi. Now let's talk about last coin. This is NEIRO, and then I'm done with you guys, for fuck's sake. NEIRO, it had hype around it. It mooned like this, then it dumped like this. It went to multi-billion dollars. Everyone thought that they are going to get super rich with it because this is the new Doge. There is no room for Doge. So how can you have room for NEIRO? So the overall hype and everything around NEIRO ended. Now you cannot expect much. Beggars cannot be choosers. So it has a support at 403. As long as this holds, you can expect it to shoot up towards 40s. Expected towards 3045. Now this is a big move enough, but the thing is that this thing is sitting in the middle. It is kind of in an area. It's sitting at 0.0018, call it 0.002. It is kind of a middle area. It is in a no trade area. If you are in love with NEIRO, let it go down to this support area. After that, participate in it, and if you want to short it, let it go up there and then short it. In the middle, I wouldn't touch NEIRO. It's NEIRO or NEIRO, whatever it is. I wouldn't touch it where it is sitting right now. I would rather wait for the 403, the support area, or if I want to short it, 0.0045. I'll let it go there and then I'll participate with it. With this, we are done with the first rapid fire. It took fucking 38 minutes. I apologize for that. I tried to be as quick as possible with the 20 coins, and I'll see you in the next episode.